Hi, friend. Thanks for joining me this morning. I made some apple juice a bit ago, and I felt like it was bad in the refrigerator, so I threw it in some oats for my girls. Hi, girlies. You want treats? Watch out. Boop, boop. Boop, boop, scoot. I figured I would just bring it out there and fill up their wet treat bowl. Typically when I give them dry treats, worms and scratch and stuff, I just kind of dump it on the ground in there, but every once in a while they'll get something that's kind of just wet, and I toss it in this bowl for them. These two white ones here are Ghost and Marshmallow. Marshmallow has just one little tail feather. Then the red one in the center is Banana Split. My silver one there is Hibachi. And this gold one with the black, I'm calling it a crown. It's not really a crown. It's kind of like a necklace. That's Penny.
Is that delicious? This bed has a combination of things growing in it. We have some carrots. I believe these are some chamomile. Another kind of flower likely. Oh, that's the nicotiana. We have some rutabaga starting. There's likely something else in here. I'm just not remembering quite right now. It's a little early in the morning.
Editing Melissa here. I was right about the contents of this bed, and there was something extra. It's celery.
I do need to do some cleanup along the fence line here. But these are blueberries that we got last year that are not doing so well in the grow bags they were in, so I went ahead and put them in this bed. I don't think this one's gonna make a comeback, but we are gonna leave it until it's actual growing time to see if it just looks like that. The rest of this bed needs to be filled. This bed here is full of peanuts. And you can see where it's popped it out of the ground to start growing here. This is the first time we've tried to grow peanuts, and it's quite interesting. I don't think this is their season, but this is just when we decided to throw them in this bed because we didn't need this bed for anything else right now. My melons sadly did not make it. I'm not sure what took this vine out, but it's gone. I do still have banana pepper plants, so that's a thing. I don't, however, see any banana peppers on it, even though there were some not too long ago. I'm not sure if maybe chickens got loose and then recontained without somebody telling me. This is a struggly bean bed. Actually, this one looks really, really good. that may be another sweet potato coming. There's sweet potatoes in the bottom of this, and we just went ahead and decided to put beans in here as well. I harvested some sweet potatoes. They didn't look great. The beans I was just leaving to dry. There's a combination of lima beans and black-eyed peas in here. But like this vine, can't quite tell how tall it is, but it's almost as tall as I am. And it looks like it's quite happy. So maybe there's a good looking potato under there. I'll just put them up there and see what happens. That's a hefty weed. This bed is doing well. I don't remember what I planted in here though. I do believe this is probably Brussels sprouts. My carrots are doing well. You are grass. A sunflower. Why? I don't remember putting a sunflower in here, but that sure is what it looks like to me. Some flowers. Likely a Brussels sprout or a cabbage, maybe. Carrots look good. I'm not sure if this was planted intentionally or not. I don't recognize it, but also I just tend to throw seeds sometimes and see what happens.
Me again. This is what's in that bed. And I think that mystery plant may be just some traveling clover from the yard.
This bed next to it is empty. It is on my hit list today. This was a planter with beans. It looks like there's a carrot in it. I didn't put a carrot in it, but it's there. It has been another week since the green stalk update, where I picked off the last sets of blooms. There's still more trying to come on here. Looking good. Look at all those. Look at this Mizuna with his friends, the mushrooms. It's all doing pretty well. Basil's getting a little brown here. Might need some food. Beans are unhappy. It's amazing what 1 week can do. Look at you, buddy. They're cute when they're small. Not a fan when they get larger.
I didn't start videoing today for a garden tour, so it's just as much of a surprise for me as it is for you. I just started kind of wandering around, getting some morning chores accomplished, and it wound up a bit of a garden tour.
I just loosened up the soil a little bit to get some stuff in the ground here, or well, in this bed. I'm gonna put this in a different bed, I believe. We're gonna go ahead and do the broccoli, some lettuce, some cauliflower, some rainbow carrots, some celery, and some cabbage. Hopefully the video will be a decent enough record of what's planted where, because I didn't bring any labels out and I don't feel like going back. I think I'm gonna do lettuce up here. Oliver. Some broccoli. Oliver. Psst. Oliver. Hey. He's chasing lizards. And cabbage and cauliflower. Here's some cauliflower. Back there. Cabbage. Broccoli. Maybe like half. Carrots and celery. That's what I use the most of. My plan is to get some, oh look, last year's crab legs. I'm gonna get these seeds just on top of the soil that I loosened up a bit, and then I'm gonna just top it with a sprinkle of peat moss.
I had to mute this and speed it up a bit. My garden dog, Oliver, is relentless in lizard chasing.
I did about 10 seeds down in there in a 2x2 all the way down. Do the same thing for cabbage. There's probably more than one that falls out of my fingers, but we'll see. That is those. I'm just going to do a dusting of peat moss on the top because it'll help hold in some of the moisture. The soil is a little bit dry. It hasn't rained here in a little bit.
Covering this bed in peat moss is so satisfying. It's just light and fluffy.
All right, give it a good water. While we're here, we'll go ahead and get the other bed watered in. Some more. You see this one already absorbed its petals. Gonna douse it again. The peat moss on top should help the seeds to stay where I placed them, even with the enormous amount of water that this bed could use. I raked it down when I started, and it was probably an inch or so was still dry from the top. I didn't really dig down further than that and didn't have any need to. But hopefully these will all sprout. Of course I'll keep you updated on it. That back garden bed is probably about a month old, 3-4 weeks or so since I dropped those seeds in that bed. We're going to go ahead and rip this out.
Like I said before in a previous video, when I introduced myself and talked about kind of all of the critters that live in my house, I have 3 dogs. And while I was trying to clean out this pot and get it prepared for whatever I was going to put in it, wound up being peas, my garden dog and my middle dog decided to have an all-out brawl in the yard, and the little one is the regulator. So they were so loud.
We're going to top this with some soil. I think we'll put the peas in here. Chaos gardening. Beautiful. I think I'm going to go ahead and tear this bed out while I'm here.
So sorry for the noisy background. It is garbage day, and I live in the middle of a downtown area. We are zoned mixed use. So I'm surrounded by a lot of businesses with like dumpsters out behind their businesses and things. And then obviously we are a residential property. But that truck comes and empties the dumpsters and then it picks up off the street. So they're constantly at this time of day just driving up and down the couple of blocks around my house, collecting things.
Just leave those in there and get some dirt on top. Get that guy some more support. That'll make it so if it gets a little too chilly in our winter, I can go ahead and cover, these have a little support to get covered up. Ooh. Plastic doesn't last in a Florida garden. The sun just destroys them. This will give these peppers a good little something extra. think I'm gonna put garlic in this bed. So getting it amended and ready for garlic will be helpful. Alright, put some water on it. Alright, that bed is reset for garlic when it's garlic time, which should be pretty shortly. This bed back here is the bed with the peanuts in it. If you see the edge of that round one right there, that's my blueberry bed currently, and the other 2/3 of it or so is empty. This right here has peppers. We're going to put some garlic in there. This way over here is the bed with the beans and the sweet potatoes in it that's going to be coming out shortly. As soon as I grab some more dirt, because I emptied that table off that's in the middle of my garden that was holding all of my dirt in it. Behind me here is the bed we just planted, and the bed that we planted 3 to 4 or so weeks ago. And then all the way back in this corner behind the green cart over here, behind that pillar, is the another bit of chaos bed that I didn't label because why would I do that? Make it easier on myself. And then right beyond that, that's the table we just emptied. And the little feathered friends for tax. Oh, it's the star of the show. That's Ghost. That's Penny. She's gold with a black crown. This white one coming up is Marshmallow. That black and white one back there is Wednesday. Hibachi is currently laying an egg. And Banana Split is waiting for somebody to step out of line so she can reprimand them. I think that might be the only joy she gets out of life. That's what I have for you right now, friends. I hope you enjoy your day. I hope you enjoyed spending a little time with me chaos gardening. And I hope you grow something real soon.